Another one. Another mass shooting. This time in Chesapeake, Virginia. And I heard about another one happened in Colorado. When will it stop? When will it stop? It's time to control the guns. We need to control the guns through gun control. And the politicians from both parties in Washington need to get to it. And the President of the United States has no backbone and he has no drive. He want to talk to the American people and say this: Where is our backbone? For God's sakes, we need to stand up to the NRA. I'm like, you're the motherfucking President of the United States. Do something, you forgetful, decrotchety old fart. Shit. Yeah. Mass shootings that happen all the time here in the United States, it doesn't make any sense to me. It makes absolutely no motherfucking sense. You know, yeah, and we got the driving force behind all these mass shootings. You got shitty people shitting on other people that drive these people to go on mass shootings, that have a mental illness, who are destroyed and torn down by shitty people here in the United States to grab a gun and shoot and kill people. You know, you don't need a gun to shoot and kill these motherfucking normies and these assholes here in the U.S. We need to slap the shit out of them. And yeah, one commented on a video that I did about American women, normies, and shitty American men. And he gonna tell me how to make a video, and he was tired of me saying ah, ooh, ah in my videos, and gave it a thumbs down. He left a comment about it. Like to people like that, I'm gonna say this: if you don't like the video, don't watch it. Don't just sit there and watch it and just cringe and hate it. Just turn it off. Don't just continue watching it and watching it and watching it. Then you get done watching it, you're going to leave negative comments, tell me how to make a video. First of all, you got a YouTube channel. Make your own damn video. Okay? I'm just trying my best here. You know, I got learning issues. You know, I didn't get enough sleep on a couple of nights. Alright? But I'm not going to go and grab a gun and shoot and kill these worthless, trashy people. These judgmental people. These people who view other people who do things and say things that are not perfect to them. Fuck those people. What do I care? I mean, who do they think they are? Are they the president of the United States of America? They're not. They're just people who are broke, who are struggling, who don't have a window who have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. Okay, let me get into this shit. It's Thanksgiving. Let me get this over with. And if I stumble and fumble in this video, if some random person see this video and they don't like it, well, fuck you. Turn the damn video off. Don't watch it. Okay? Okay, the light on my smartphone is blinding my ass. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can read this. This is from the Associated Press. and it's titled "Bodies Drop as Walmart Manager Kills 6 in Virginia Attack." Chesapeake, Virginia. And this is from the Associated Press, and it reads as follows. A Walmart manager pulled out a handgun before a routine employee meeting and began firing wildly around the break room of a Virginia store, killing 6 people in the nation's second high-profile mass shooting in 4 days, people and witnesses said Wednesday. The gunman was dead when officers arrived late Tuesday at the store in Chesapeake, Virginia's second largest city. Authorities said he apparently shot himself. Police were trying to determine a motive. One employee described watching bodies drop as the assailant fired rapidly without saying a word. He was just shooting all throughout the room. It didn't matter who he hit. He didn't say anything. He didn't look at anybody in any specific type of way, said Breonna Tyler, a Walmart employee. 6 people were wounded in the shooting, which happened just after 10 p.m. as shoppers were stocking up ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. Police say they believe about 50 people were in the store at the time. The gunman was identified as Andre Bing, 31, an overnight team leader who had been a Walmart employee since 2010. Police said he had 1 handgun and several magazines of ammunition. Tyler said the overnight stocking team of 15 to 20 people had just gathered in the break room to go over the morning plan. She said the meeting was about to start, and one team leader said, "All right, guys, we have a light night ahead of us." Then Bing turned around and opened fire on the staff. At first, Tyler dubbed the shooting as real, thinking that it was an active shooter drill. "It was all happening so fast," she said, adding, "It is by the grace of God that the bullet missed me. I saw the smoke leaving the gun, and I literally watched bodies drop. It was crazy." Police said 3 of the dead, including Bing, were found in the break room. One of the slain victims was found near the front of the store. 3 others were taken to hospitals where they died. Tyler, who started working at Walmart 2 months ago and had worked with Bing just a night earlier, said she never had a negative encounter with him, but others told her he was the manager to look out for. She said Bing had a history of writing people up for no reason. He just liked to pick, honestly. I think he just looked for little things because he had the authority. That's just the type of person that he was. That's what a lot of people said about him, he said. Employee Jesse Wakastan told Norfolk television station WAVY, that she hid under the table, and Bing looked and pointed his gun at her. He told her to go home and she left. People said the dead included a 16-year-old boy whose name was being withheld because of his age. The other victims were identified as Brian Pendleton, 38, Kylie Pale, 52, Rolonzo Gabel, 43, and Randy Bevelas, 70, who were all from Chesapeake, and Tamika Johnson, 22, of nearby Portsmouth. It was not immediately clear whether they were workers or shoppers. Pale was a lonely, generous, and kind person, said Gwenton Bond Baker Spector, who said that her son and Pale had plans to marry next year. Pale had adult children in Kentucky who will be traveling to Virginia, Spector said. We love her, Spector said, adding, she was an awesome, kind individual. The attack was the second time in a little more than a week that Virginia had experienced a major shooting. 3 University of Virginia football players were fatally shot on a charter bus as they returned to campus from a field trip on November the 13th. Two other students were wounded. The assault at the Walmart came days after a person opened fire at a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs, killing 5 people and wounding 17. Last spring, the country was shaken by the deaths of 21 when a gunman stormed an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Tuesday night's shooting also brought back memories of another attack at a Walmart in 2019 when a gunman who targeted Mexicans opened fire at a store in El Paso, Texas, and killing 23 people. The database run by the Associated Press USA Today and Northeastern University that tracks every mass killing in America going back to 2006 shows that the U.S. has now had 40 mass killings so far in 2022. That comprises with 45 for all of 2019. The highest year in the database, which defines a mass killing as at least 4 people killed, not including the killer. According to the database, more than a quarter of the mass shootings have occurred since October the 21st, spawning 8 states and claiming 51 lives. 9 of those 11 incidents were shootings. President Joe Biden tweeted that he and the First Lady were grieving, adding, "We mourn for those who will have empty seats at their Thanksgiving table because of these tragic events." Kimberly Spoot, mother of Walmart employee Jonah Jones, told reporters her 24-year-old son was shot in the back. She said he was in good condition and talking Wednesday after in Italy being placed on a ventilator. Yeah. God, this is sad. This is sad. Yeah. I know you guys are sick and tired of me making videos about mass shootings. But you know, all the news overwhelmed me and I can't ignore this. I just can't. I look at myself, all the abuse all the mean, horrible comments by assholes here on YouTube that been shot my way. You know, in the past, I let all that stuff, like all the negative comments, get to me on YouTube that will lead to me losing it and grabbing a gun and going on a mass shooting. You know, I was attacked by people who talk about, oh, you stutter in your videos, you have a speech problem, you forget all the time, edit your videos and write down what you have to say, dude, and all of this bullshit. Yeah. All of this. Again, why I was doing stuff like that in previous videos, because, I didn't get enough sleep. If I got enough sleep, I'll probably be making better videos where I don't stumble and fumble and say and worry about some asshole watching the entire video and typing it down in the comments and telling me about it. Again, like, if you don't like the damn video, don't watch it. Alright? You're not motherfucking Hollywood. You're just some regular everyday Joe Blow just like me, who don't have shit, who's been just sucked dry and screwed by politicians in a broken rigged tax system. And no pay vacation time by law, no universal health care, no better quality of life like those countries in Europe have. So shut the fuck up, okay? God, yeah. Yeah. I'm just tired of these people, these gun nuts, and these people who go on about the U.S. Constitution and the right to bear arms, and the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Yeah, and they talk about rights and freedoms. Oh, if they take your gun away, you won't have no freedom. What about the freedom of people who get gunned down and killed here in America? What about their freedom? What about their rights? They didn't have those, and they're dead. And you don't give a shit about their rights and their freedoms. All you care about is your own. And arming teachers at schools and having heavy doors and locking down schools and having active shooter drills and taking people who have a mental illness who will grab a gun and go in a mass shooting and have them see a bunch of mental health professions and a psychiatrist. All that shit ain't gonna do anything. This, two simple words: gun control. Control the guns. Start treating everybody good, everybody right. Stop shitting on people. Respect people. Be nice to them. Do that. Maybe we won't have all these mass shootings, but it's like people in the United States are just completely numb and brain dead. And they say, oh, I don't want to go into politics over mass shootings, and if you take guns away and have gun control and keep the guns out of the hands of these whack jobs, they're going to find another way to hurt you. Blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. God. Man. I'm thinking, today's Thanksgiving, and some of these American patriots who love their country so much, they're probably like standing in front of an American flag, masturbating, saying this: freedom, 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 freedom. I love freedom. Freedom, freedom, full freedom. If they take our guns away, we will have no freedom. And we'll be like those countries like Great Britain and Australia and New Zealand. They have no freedom. Those other countries have no freedom. We have freedom. We have the right to bear arms. Yeah, freedom. Freedom, 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 full freedom. all this shit. I know you guys are tired of hearing that. God damn, like, what the hell is wrong with us? What's wrong with this country? The United States of America is the most fucked up country on the face of the planet. And yeah, you look up north to Canada, our neighbor to the north, that country that we don't give a shit about. I mean, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, passed more strict gun law regulations of freezing handguns, you know, and they don't have a lot of mass shootings all the time, you know, and I have some Canadians coming up to me in comment sections on videos here on YouTube telling me this: I got shot. And don't sit there and think that, no, and you using gun control and gun violence as a point. Don't use that. Fuck you punk ass Canuck. Whatever, you know. You got, and there's some Canadians who agree with me on this. Ashley Banfield, I don't know her, and she's an immigrant who lives in the U.S. and she's the host of News Nation, a presenter of News Nation, and she brought up the fact that this doesn't happen in her home country of Canada. These mass shootings don't happen all the time in her home country like they do here in the U.S. Yeah, so those Canadians who in Canada who talk a lot of shit, they can go fuck themselves. Just the brain dead ones, not the ones who have a brain. Yeah. Thanksgiving, yeah, I'm gonna go eat turkey and give thanks to my family, a holiday that was created over land being stolen from the Native Americans. It's just a day to say, hey, Native Americans, thank you for letting us take your land so we can build this amazing utopia country that's full of freedom. Yeah. Yeah. God. You know, I said this in a previous video. You know, I don't give a shit, you know, and this is going to piss off a lot of Americans. Patriotic Americans who love their country. Who said this: we Americans made it clear that we didn't want to have anything to do with the British. And I'm going to say this: we fucked up when we left England. We fucked up. We fucked up bad. And I think it was a mistake. But to some Americans, it wasn't a mistake. It was the best thing possible. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm an American. I don't give a shit about what other Americans think. What bad, shitty Americans think. Who bash me and tear me down in comment sections. On shitty, worthless videos here on YouTube and on videos on my channel. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Yeah, you know, England wasn't great. It was bad, you know. If America stayed with England through the 13 British colonies on the east coast of North America and just morph into a different country that's like Bermuda out in the North Atlantic, Bermuda, which is an island territory of the United Kingdom, which is out in the Northern Atlantic, which is between the United States and the UK. It's like a cross between the US and the UK. I mean, we'd be kind of like them, with Canada, Australia, and bits of the UK, and all rolled into one. if we were like this today, maybe we wouldn't have all these mass shootings. We'll have gun control. So, again, if Americans who see this video and they bash me in the comments, I'm going to say this. Fuck you. I don't want to hear your bullshit. If you don't like the video, don't watch it. We live in America. We have freedom, right? You have the freedom to not watch a video that you don't like. Okay? So, that's all I gotta say in this video. Let me go eat some turkey with my family and give thanks to still being alive. I might be a victim of a mass shooting. You guys might be the victim of a mass shooting. Because why? We got shitty politicians in a divided country that's keeping us from having gun control and stopping these mass shootings. Stopping us from having gun control that will control the guns. And stop all these senseless mass killings and little babies being blown to bits and innocent people being blown to bits and killed. So, that's all I gotta say in this video. Cheers.